Welcome back to another Deadside video. Today, I'm going to show you guys how to build a great base. I use it all the time in Rust. I use it all the time in Deadside. Now that you guys got triangle foundations, I'm going to show you how step by step to upgrade this, where to start, how to build it. Full tutorial for you guys. Let's get into the video. First things first, guys, you're going to need a nice flat spot to build. We're going to start off with a square, and we're going to just build a 1x1. We're going to do this with raised foundations going around it. You're going to need about 15 ropes to get this down. Put your double door here. Make sure you upgrade your door frames, guys. Upgrade the door frame. Make sure you put a code lock on your door. From here, you're going to try to stash your tool cupboard into one of these walls. You can't go all the way over because it is triangles. It's going to be sticking out. Once you get a honeycomb, you can move your tool cupboard in there, but I don't recommend it right off the bat. Tool cupboard down. This shouldn't be sticking through. As long as it's not sticking through, you're all right. From here, you're going to put a bed. You're going to get a shelf down. This can be sticking as long as it's centered. You can pretty much stick this into the wall. Again, as long as it's not sticking out, you should be fine. I recommend trying to get a wood planer as fast as possible. If you do this correctly, you're actually able to put this pretty far into the foundation, so it doesn't really take up a lot of space. Lastly, you're going to need a generator. From here, you guys have more than enough to be able to expand this base. Let me go over this again. It's a simple one square surrounded by 3 triangle foundations. Roof upgraded. This is going to be your starting base. It's less than ideal because it's easy for someone to go deep on your base. There's only one door protecting it, so make sure you feel confident enough to do this. If you want to move on to step 2, this is how we're going to do it. Once you have enough rope and stuff to upgrade right away, I would do 3 triangle foundations, followed by a square and a square. Do another raised triangle, raised triangle, raised triangles. From here, you're going to put a door here. You're going to put a wall here. You're going to need to roof it in. Personally, I skip the 1x1 foundation starter. I go straight to this stage when building this base. It's a little more resource intensive, but it's definitely doable. This next part is a little bit tricky, but you guys will get it. You're going to need to put your door frames here and here. That way you can put your roofs up top. And then you're going to need to add this door before you add this door. I don't know why, but that's currently how it works. Once we get this all sealed in, you're going to upgrade all your door frames. Upgrade the rest of the base. Make sure you get them roofs. First thing I would be upgrading to planks when available. Being that planks are super easy to upgrade to, I would do your roofs first. These are some of the weaker tiles. As you see, these are a little stronger than your roof. Now that these are planks, your walls are equivalent. Next, I would do your doors and your door frames. Get these upgraded to planks. Now it's at least 2 dynamite rolls to get through a door. From here, you're going to be running this bad boy. You're going to be collecting nails. You're going to upgrade the rest to planks. Once you're in planks, you have a pretty stable base. The only people that are going to want to get in here are the people that are going to want to waste some boom. Now we have this as the shell. This is our new base. We're not done yet. So the real core of the base is this square, honeycomb foundations around it, and then you do 3 triangles, square, square, triangles around it, triangles around it. Door at the front, supporting wall. This is all planks. The reason why I love this as a starting base is it's very open once you're in here. You don't have to continuously open doors, and when you want to lock up shop and continue moving, it's quick. Stick around to the end of the video, guys. I'll show you a couple tips that I've learned building this, also how I set up my loot rooms. Once you got this, it's time to expand forward. By doing this, we're going to follow the exact same pattern. All the Rust players out there are probably laughing right now. You guys know this base. It's a very common Rust base, but I'm going to show you Deadsiders how to build it. So we do another 3 triangles, square foundation, square foundation, square foundation. Same thing. Raised foundations all the way around. I do the raised foundations because it is cheaper than a wall. Look, 3,600, 3,600, and this is a tier below. This is logs, this is planks. So this is more stable and more secure. We're gonna go ahead, just upgrade this for the demonstration. You're gonna go door here, door here. Multiple ways to go about this base. This is the way that I personally like to do it, but you don't have to follow suit. You're gonna put your door frames here so you can upgrade, put your triangles up top again. Now that we've extended the front of the base, you can put multiple things in these rooms. These can be bedrooms, these could be storage rooms, they can be used for many things. This is gonna be your front entrance. The way that I do this door is pretty standard to most of you gamers. Most of you Rust players will know what I'm doing here. Raised foundation at the front door, and then we're going to do a lower one here. We're going to add some stairs. So our way up, you're standing on a raised foundation, which is protecting the front. So essentially your base is now honeycombed with raised foundations. Of course it's nighttime as I'm trying to build. Okay, so now that we're in the day, let me go over this. We have our starting base. Right. We've expanded with the 3 triangles and followed the same pattern going forward, using a square foundation at the very front of the base. 2 stairs, 1 going each direction. This is out, this is up. We're gonna upgrade everything. This is where it gets expensive, guys. You do not need to get to this point. It usually takes me a couple days to get to this point, so don't expect this to happen in one sitting. If it does, you're a fucking gamer. We're gonna add our windows. I'm gonna show you guys a little trick for windows here. We're gonna be crafting wall shelves. Roughly 4 per window, but this is up to you. So far with your current upgrades, you walk up the base. These shelves now act as a way to prevent people from jumping through. Also gives you peek downs and a little bit of head cover. On top of this, they can't just be simply removed or chopped out. They actually have to waste explosives on these, which is not worth it at all. It's just a good way to prevent people from climbing through your shit. From here, this would bring you down into the base. This would bring you to your 2nd floor. This is where things can start to get expensive, so I would recommend just slowly picking away at this as you have the resources. Gonna fill in all these triangles. This just acts as a honeycomb once we get there. From here, the layout is gonna kind of depend on whatever you want to do. The 2nd floor doesn't really need much, and I would just save the materials. The biggest priority when upgrading a base like this is upgrading your doors and your ceilings. Those are your 2 most vulnerable places. All I'm really gonna do is just add another airlock for a set of stairs. This is just gonna be access to your shooting floor, or whatever floor you choose to use. You can build this as tall as you want. Just to save on resources, I tend to usually stick to about 3 floors. Anything above that is just a dick swinging contest. From here, the easiest way to do this is just add door frames all the way around. This is just going to allow you to put your roofs on. We're going to do next here. Again, upgrading. Once again, I'm out of rope. Get fucking used to it. So always giving ourselves a roof access. This is what we got so far. I'm going to show you what I would like to do for your peaks and your build outs. This is a pretty simple one. Again, you can build this as high as you want. I'm just capping this at 3 floors, so this video isn't 45 minutes of me just building a tower. Upgrade all these triangles. You're just looking for these small gaps, and I'll show you why. All you Rust players are going to laugh at this one. Any outward facing, you're going to do windows. So all these flat sides, windows, windows. From here, we're going to do single doors. Any of the foundations or triangles that are hanging over by themselves and aren't supported by anything, I would upgrade them to planks because it prevents people from picking them out, chopping them out with an axe. From here, we're going to go around putting on doors. Always go from the left side. When you open them, they'll seal this area out. All of these doors and windows will need code locks. Put locks on all your doors and windows. Do not forget that. I can't stress that enough. At the front of the base where the square room is with all the windows, I accidentally put single doors there. You want to be putting windows there. Next, of course, you're adding your windows, you're adding your doors, you're upgrading everything. You're putting locks on all these bad boys. And from here, you're pretty much done. This is going to be a process to upgrade all of this, guys. I'm aware with the new building system. Rope is not an easy thing to find. I recently just built this base or something very similar in 2 days as a solo. It is very easy to accomplish. You just got to put the time in and you got to grind it out a little bit. From here, if you do want to seal it off, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to add these. There you have it, guys. This is the core of your base. This is everything right here. You can expand this where you want to, but this is going to give you a great shooting floor. It's going to give you so many angles and peaks around your base. You still have roof access, so you can continue up if you really wanted to. This can be extra bedrooms, kits, whatever you want it to be. Again, here's your front door. For those that stuck around, thank you guys for watching the video. I'm now going to show you guys what I would do if I was to set up this base and what the finished product would kind of look like. So here we have all of our crafting stuff. The living room. Bedrooms. Plenty of boxes for quick kit storage. Everything you're going to need, food, respawn items. Here is the loot room. This thing is crazy. So we have 3 large boxes in the back, and then we have 6 large boxes in front of that, followed by another 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 20 small boxes potentially. I got lazy. I didn't want to stack them all the way up. And then we have our tool cupboard room. Again, 3 large boxes, another 5 to 10 small boxes inside this room. There's plenty of storage inside this thing. Great base. I love this thing. It's one of my favorite things to build. I try to usually do it. I know sometimes it's not always going to work out. You might end up building it a little different. Resources might be tough. You never know how a wipe is going to go, but this is like my ideal dream base. This is what I try to live in every single time. It is just the best. A little tucked away turret in there. Guys, this thing is crazy. Got another tip for you guys. If you want to prevent people from being able to put ladders and climb up onto your roof, you can use these wall shelves. They're somewhat expensive to craft, being 8 nails a piece, but you really don't need too many of these. Just having some of these will prevent people from being able to put ladders on the face of your base. You don't want them to be able to get up onto the roof. This is a fairly effective way to prevent people from climbing up there. Of course, you can do it all the way across here. You can't put it on foundations, unfortunately. But if you were to double stack, say one here, all the way around the base, and then do your prioritize the top. If you prioritize the top, they really can't do much anyway. But if you put these like this, they're not going to be able to put ladders on your base. This is an easy thing to farm and get because nails are easy to acquire, planks are easy to acquire. you can load your base up with these shelves, and people aren't going to be able to get onto your roof with this simple little trick. Guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Let me know if you're able to build this monstrosity in game. Like I said, it took me a couple days playing as a solo, but it is doable. I survived 3 online raids in this base. You guys can check that video out if you want to. Thank you so much for the support lately, guys. It's been awesome. I'll catch you guys in the next live stream. See you in the next video. Like and subscribe if you haven't. Do that YouTube shit, guys. Peace.